Good morning. My name is David Wilden, and I'm the superintendent of the Raton Public Schools. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this morning to help support our spaceport as well. I'd also like to extend a personal thank you to my group from Raton that came up, my family, a couple school board members, and some students. We're glad to see you guys here. They got up mighty early to come down and help. We appreciate you guys. I would imagine that most of you are wondering, what is a superintendent from a little small school district on the northern part of the state, up by Colorado, doing in Albuquerque supporting the spaceport? It's simple. For me, it's about jobs. Okay. In Raton, we're losing families every week. People are moving away to find jobs in other states. They're going to California, they're going to Texas, they're going to Wyoming, they're going all over the place, and we're shrinking because there are no jobs. This is about jobs for New Mexico. That's the first thing. It's also about education, because I am a superintendent. I'll get to that in a minute. But in the November issue of the LFC newsletter that just came out, they had an article in there, and the headline read, "New Mexico adds hospitality jobs, but loses jobs overall." The article explained that from September 2011 to September 2012, we gained 2,700 new hospitality jobs, and that's good news. The bad news is we lost 9,200 jobs statewide. So we gained in hospitality, we lost everywhere else, and that's a bad trend for New Mexico. We need to preserve our jobs. We as New Mexicans have already spent over $200 million on the spaceport. It would be a terrible waste of resources if, because our informed consent law is too weak, we lose those jobs that the spaceport has already created and will create. So it's very important that we keep it here. I'm here for the obvious reason. I'm the school superintendent. I'm here about education. And this provides an opportunity for kids in New Mexico. I would love to see the kids from the SAMS school back there as well. We need to beef up our math, science, technology, and engineering education in New Mexico, period. And this is a vehicle that can make that happen. But unless we fix informed consent, that's not going to happen nearly as quickly, and our kids, my kids, these people up here on the front row, aren't going to have the opportunities that I want them to have. And I think it's really important that we have those opportunities. We know that if we do not We know that if we do not pass the expanded informed consent legislation, we'll likely lose our spaceport. We know that suppliers will be hesitant to do business here in New Mexico. We know that tenants will be hesitant to locate in the spaceport and around New Mexico. And I could go on and on with the negatives, but I thought I'd maybe talk about some of the positives if we get this done. So if we pass expanded informed consent legislation, we can create jobs in New Mexico. If we pass expanded informed consent legislation, we can improve education in New Mexico. If we pass expanded informed consent legislation in New Mexico, we can offer our children career pathways to the highest of the high-tech industries, which to me is just very cool. And we can build a better future for New Mexico, and that's what this is about. That's why I got up very early in the morning, drug my family down here, is because this could be good for New Mexico, but it's up to us to get out and get the job done. And so I'm very optimistic that we are going to get it done, and I think together we can save our spaceport. Thank you.